from Garfield.
Okay.
You hear me? You
So
hear me?
everybody's they're getting a pretty good understanding of what it's all about now, right?
Yeah, they getting the understanding. And oh, your girl was there yesterday.
I hear you.
You hear me? Steve, you breaking
Yeah,
up.
I hear you.
You breaking up.
Wait, okay, hold on. Yeah, I hear you. Uh-huh.
You still you still breaking up.
Is that better?
There's still something in there. But can you hear me?
We had it at once, didn't we? Is that better there, Miss Jacobs?
I can hear you, but it's a growl. A growl, a groan in there.
Okay. How about now? Is that better?
It's a little better.
Let me see. Hope so. Hope so. Everybody gonna start jumping on in a little bit. There we go. Much better, right? You were saying, Miss Jacobs, you saying the meeting went pretty well.
Yes, but you still got something in there, Steve. You're not clear. It's still growling.
Hold on, let me get it. No. Can you hear me? I heard you now.
I hear you, Steve, but it's still like a growl in there.
It is.
Yeah.
Let me see. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Ask anybody else if they hear what I hear.
Is it better now?
Nope.
Now,
That's okay.
nothing. Hold on. I think I gotta turn it on. I wanna do it without, but I guess I can't. Maybe it's this one. Okay. Now, is that better?
I can hear you, but it's a growling. Ask anybody else.
It's still a growl. Hold on, let me see. You say you still hear a growl in there, huh?
Yeah, a static growl or something.
Still not clear. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't sound better. Can you hear me better now? Now, 1, 2, 1, 2.
No.
No.
Still that growling sound. You gotta move that the tuner a little bit.
Hold on. I think that one. How about now, Walter? Can you hear me?
No, not good enough.
Walter.
No.
How about now, Walter? Can you hear me?
Not good.
Anybody?
You gotta move it around a little bit with the tuner.
No, yes, yes, no.
No.
Hold on.
Did your cords get wet or something?
Yeah. 1 second. Hello.
Not good.
You got nothing?
No.
Okay. Yeah. How about now? Can you
No.
hear it? Nothing?
No.
Still nothing?
You gotta look
So
at the
we get
bottom
like
where
some
you
background noise. How about now? You hear background noise?
still background noise.
Okay, how about now? Is it okay?
No.
Still.
Check the mics.
Okay, hold on. Let me try one thing. No, hold on. No, I know. It's one. I got one of these. It's too many on. I'm getting ready to switch it to this. And I can shut those down. Yeah. And Miss Jacobs on. Yeah. Let me shut the growl, huh?
Yes.
It sound a little better, but wait. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's coming through once. I'm just gonna go to the regular workspace place. It's coming. All right, let's try this one. Let's try this. Okay. Turn everything else off. Okay, that's a good thing. Turn this one off. Yeah, it should be in there now. There we go. All right. That should be it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. A lot better, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? You ready?
I hear you.
Okay.
Older folks could save a few
Right.
bucks.
There we go.
Say that AFB now offers a senior citizen discount so that anyone 65 and up can upload their.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it going. What's going on, Sydney? Hey, Ella. Hey, y'all. Let's make it happen. So much to talk about and so much to be involved with at this time. I'm sure everybody knows that. But hey, we're gonna make it happen. So last time we talked, y'all, what were we talking about? I know it got a little chaotic, but that's besides the point.
This game has one rule.
We're just gonna have to move past a lot of what's going on because
But grandma
today everybody's gonna have their beliefs. Everybody's gonna have allergy. We're gonna do what we do. Okay, so as I was saying, I know I was supposed to go over something, an article Mr. Glover had given me a week or so ago. I left the article and I wanted to actually go through it and read it all, but I didn't bring it. But at this present time, one of the big things that's going on is that they're still discussing property taxes and how property taxes, all that rolled out last year or end of last year. And people are in the uproar about the reassessments. And Ms. Jacobs, you were saying you went to the meeting yesterday, right? Regarding the property tax issue. Ms. Jacobs, you were saying? Are you there? You want to talk about?
Steve, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. No, yeah, Ray is still explaining about the property taxes and how is having an effect on people, about them losing their homes and things, and how taxes got jumped so high and people can't afford to pay it. And well, he was explaining everything. So if everybody comes to the meeting, then they'll know better than I can tell you, because he's showing on the film, he's showing how it's going and what we need to do and how we need to do it. And the tax doctor was there talking about the property taxes. The school taxes shouldn't be put with the property taxes. And he had filed down in Springfield, and they supposed to be working on that down in Springfield, all these people that's down there. But
Okay.
anyway, so we're still trying to have meetings like maybe every week, because we're trying to get more people involved to where you would understand. Now, the attorney was there yesterday, and he spoke on the property taxes and how, I think he said something about we go to court on the 30th of March.
Okay.
And that means that they say they want the room full if people is interested,
Right.
because we're not satisfied with our taxes going up. And if we don't do something now, it's going to continue to be going up.
Right. We're gonna have these increases like we've been getting.
Yeah. So that's why we still meeting. And like I said, it was new people came in yesterday, and at each meeting it's be more new people each meeting, because more people want to get more information and how it's going and what's going on.
The momentum.
So I would advise people to come and hear for yourself, because I can't explain it. I'm not high tech to know how or whatever, but I do understand what we are saying about our taxes being, high, and everything has gone up, and people can't pay that high taxes, and they're getting put out of their house, and they have equity in their home, and when they get put out, they don't get that equity money back.
Right.
So they explain everything to you, but like I say, I advise everybody, when we have meetings like that, to come out and get the information.
People are paid into their properties, and now if they end up losing them, what happened to their money that they paid into?
Right. That's equity, and they don't know. See, us seniors, we didn't know that. They just take the house. You still got equity because you've been in there for umptime years.
Right.
But when they come and tell you got to get out, they're not going to tell you got equity in that house from being there for so long.
So they end up robbing you.
Yeah. So, like I said, everybody come out and find out for yourself. And your girl was there yesterday, Steve. P-Ray, what's her name? P-Ray?
Patricia Easley.
Oh, that's her name?
Yeah, I'll call her by P-Ray. That's her real name. I call her by.
So she was, you know what? He said that he was letting, in fact, we were looking for Shantae yesterday as well. So just to come through and speak a few minutes. But anyway, he was looking for a couple of the people, candidates, So
Right.
she showed up, and she was talking okay. She was going good for the first beginning. Then she jumped out there with Trump. I said, oh no. I interrupted. I got up. I started getting ready to go. And Ray came back and said, Miss Jacobs, don't leave. It's gonna be all right. Now she want to stand up there and talk about what he done did for her. Man, that man ain't got no feelings for her. And then she told another man from the South Side. She said, well, do you think the Democrats love you? He said, well, he went off. He asked her, did she think Trump loved her? She's standing up here in front of her people talking about what Trump had. Like I said, I got ready to leave.
That's funny. It's funny how all of it becomes a big political stew, But I can expect that. She's gonna do that.
She was talking okay in the beginning, but everybody is not on that Trump thing.
Right. Right. We kind of know that. It's just odd that she would go that direction when she had everybody, listening. But that's why she had everybody listening. and it was a good opportunity to throw in what she wanted to throw in. So, okay, but
But I'm gonna say this. I'm advising everybody that's on this, on the podcast here. You all started coming and coming to the meetings and find out more about what's going on with this property taxes. It might not be you this time, but it might be you the next time. So we all got to work this together.
right, that's true. This is true because I mean, it's just so much that's going on. It's just how do you keep up? How do you realistically keep up with all of this? I was just telling someone today. I said we have all of the confusion and chaos going on the federal level, confusion and chaos going on the local level, and then we got all this confusion and chaos going on just straight right here on the streets.
Yeah.
Right on the streets we got. There's been several shootings. There was a shooting at the 15th District Police Station in the parking lot. A 19-year-old and a 21-year-old girl.
What?
They were shot in the police department parking lot a couple days ago. Then there was a shooting on Lockwood and Madison. 3 people were shot. And then there was a shooting on Ferdinand, on Chantel's block.
What?
Yeah, less than 3 houses over from her. And
How come?
there was what else? There was something else I can't remember. But yeah,
Why are they shooting?
I don't know. I mean, and all of it took place in the 15th district. So, I mean, those are just the 6 people that I know of. One murder was murder.
Yeah, but it got to be a reason why people are shooting.
Well,
The one yesterday was at that funeral home, Pickens Funeral Home yesterday. So a 70-year-old woman got shot there.
yeah, I know that's what they said. It was there was a 1 woman and 2 men.
Is there like a war
about all of
going?
that is, like I said, it all happened in 15th district. They were relatively close to the police station, and they happened within days. Were you about to say something, Walter?
Yeah. Is there like a war going
Go ahead,
on or
Walter.
what? Yeah, I'm here. Is there like a war going
You were
on or
about to say
no?
something, Walter?
Do you hear me?
Guess not. But Walter said there's something behind them. Yeah, there's always something behind them.
No, like a
People
war.
are not happy for some reason for them to go and shoot somebody. I mean, we know that much, but other cases, and as cold as it's been, why are you out shooting people when it's freezing out?
Yeah,
Most
but
people
there's
are
a war. Oh,
not out.
no, but people
Walter,
don't
you got
shoot.
something to say?
Yeah, why are people shooting people?
Got your hand raised. How about you, Miss Jacobs? You got something?
No, I'm listening to him. You don't
Can
hear
you hear
him?
me?
Steve, do you hear him?
No, now I hear him. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead, Walter.
Okay, is there like a war going on? Why are people shooting people?
Oh no, nothing like that. I think these are all 3 isolated cases of craziness, but I don't think they were not related. One happened in Cicero and Ferdinand, and Lockwood and Madison and Wallop, at the police station. So, but
it got to be like a motive.
Yeah, but there's separate incidents. So, and they literally happen like a day, one day, then the next day, then the next day. And that's just to say those were those incidents. There pretty much could have been many, many more in the 15th district, let's say that, and on the west side for sure. But
Well, that's too much.
yeah, it's always too much for people getting shot.
people being killed. But
Must be a reason why would you, I mean, I could have a beef with somebody. I'm not gonna just pull out a gun out.
mm,
Am I
yeah,
right?
yeah, but you thinking rational, and people don't think rationally when situations jump off, they
I
just jump
mean,
right.
it gotta be over money or something. I don't see it.
It's usually money, women, or more money.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, who's that?
It's Hemi Guns.
not, not
Y'all can
speaking.
hear me? Y'all can
Yeah.
hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, to answer your question, Walter, that's just the times we living in. Most people just the first thing they're gonna do, they're not gonna fight. You might have grew up in uh the era where if you got into it with somebody, you went outside and you did 10 paces and you challenged them to a duel. Well, nowadays you're not getting 10 paces. You just gonna get shot. I remember when we were younger and we would get into it with guys. Like I'm talking about me and my twin brother, DeAndre. We would get into it with
Uh-huh.
guys and they wouldn't try to fight us. They would bring guns, dogs, they would bring whatever they could to stop us. And we just was using our fists to fight people. And so sometimes I think it's just a lot of times people don't want to take a L. They don't want to look weak in front of somebody. So the first thing they're gonna do is just pick up a gun and use that because that's the easiest thing to do. I remember one time I got into a fight with a guy. My brother was working at Dominic's at the time, and I got into the fight with the guy who he was working with. And I seen a guy, he seen me, I was standing on the bus stop, and he pulled over. He said, "All right, you keep standing right here on the bus stop. I'm gonna go get that thing for you." And I was
Right.
confused. I was confused because I'm like, I'm by myself on the bus stop. You could just get out right now. We could just square up,
Right.
but he didn't want that with me. I had already whooped him up. So he didn't want that. It's him by himself. It's me by myself. And instead of him just squaring up, he said, "I'm gonna get that thing for you." I'm
Right.
like, "Come on, bro." And then one time, I think he had pulled up on Dre with a gun. I don't know. I don't remember that. I'll let Dre tell that story if he owned, but I think he pulled up on Dre with a gun.
That when I pulled up at his crib and he came out the crib with the pistol.
Oh, Dre was being a rubber rouser.
Oh man, listen, if I had back in that day, if I had my pistol, I'd have shot his crib all up. Oh yeah. I wouldn't be here, guys. He spit on me, shit. He spit on me. And Dominic's. And I went noodles in there. And if I had guns back then, I'd went and shot his whole crib up. I sure would have.
See what I'm saying, Walter? It don't. So when you
Yeah.
ask questions as to why people shoot each other or why they go get a gun, it don't take much. Sometimes it just take what somebody considered to be a slight and I'm gonna come air your house out. And again, maybe that's a culture thing. Maybe you don't think like that, Walter, but that's just where we're from, where we grow up, and how people look at things. So, the guys now is much more worse than what we were at that age. So that's just all it is. I don't think none of the shootings is related. I just think, given the opportunity and the way you can get access to guns now, everybody got a gun and they ain't afraid to use them. They ain't even afraid to use them against the police. So when
Wow.
that happened, everybody on this line, go get y'all FOIA, man. Go protect yourself.
Mhm.
Wow.
I can't get no FOIA, man. I got arrested too many times in my adolescence, in my youth.
I have mine.
Yeah, man. Good for you, man. I can't get one, man. I used to always get into. I used to anything I could find to whoop somebody with. I whoop people with chairs, bats. It didn't matter.
Yes.
So they labeled me a nuisance.
Nuisance. You were just squaring up, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
Tay
mean, no,
definitely.
well, you could have been like a boxer then.
Yeah, nah, Tay definitely was the fighter. I was the one in the books and shit. But everybody kept
Uh,
fucking with me. So then I ended up having to get gangsta on people and shit.
I don't think they didn't give me. I didn't know nothing about that, Walter. But I definitely wish that when we were younger, my parents would have put us in something that would have used to channel that aggression. They put us in football, but I definitely want. But boxing probably would have been way better though, for sure. But I'm about to mute up though, man. I wanted to say that, Walter. You was
Yeah,
asking the question. That's all.
Okay.
that's good information, good insight. But like I said, it really doesn't have any background to if there's any correlation to all the 3, 4 incidents. What have just people get mad, and it happens in the most critical way that ends up with people losing their lives or severely injured, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, but back in the day, we should just square up, put the boxing gloves on, and just fight it out.
Yeah, just like Twin said, back in the day, people used to duel. It's like take 10 paces and then fire. But you tell anybody about, you can't even explain dueling to anyone today. What does dueling mean over from 150 years ago? More than that, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
They
It's a
don't.
lot of mental health and drugs added to.
Yeah. I
Who was
wonder.
that, Ella?
Yeah. I wonder
Hello.
if anybody ever thought about that back in the 1800s. Hey, wait a minute. He's got mental issues. He must be on that pipe. He must be snorting cocaine or something. What they do in 1800s? I don't know.
PCP.
In the 1800s?
You never know.
Not PCP.
No, not that. It's like other drugs. Opium back then.
But
17, 18 years.
they didn't do that to go shoot up and kill people, I don't think.
Yeah. Hey, are we gonna talk about the water bills or no?
We talking about all the bills.
The
Go
water
ahead.
bill
Hey,
went high.
Yeah, wait, what's
right
that?
now,
What's up with the water bill?
But the water bill went higher.
Yeah.
Oh
the
my God.
gas bill, electric bill too,
Yeah,
and
I know those is up.
the
Yeah,
property taxes too. All
yeah,
of that went high.
yeah.
Because people are like selling it. People are selling the energy to us.
What do you mean? They've always sold the energy to us. What's the
No,
difference?
there's a third party. There's like a middleman. There's a wholesaler and there's a retailer. But we don't buy the stuff wholesale. There's always like a middleman.
So when you're talking water bill,
Water bill, they're selling it. They're selling it on the Merc right now.
good. So they're selling water on a mercantile exchange.
Yes.
That true, DeAndre?
I haven't heard that, but I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah. So what happened with your water bill, Walter?
Oh, what it went up higher. Could be from the sewer system. Sewers are the garbage. But the water went up about 200 more. Was it increments of 2 months, I believe?
And there was a $200 increase per month.
Oh, for the 2 months, went up.
So $100 per month.
No, $200.
Yeah, but if you do that divided by 2, it's $100 a month,
Yeah.
which still
Yeah.
is an odd thing.
Yeah, it says water is traded as a future commodity on the Mercantile Exchange. Started in 2020.
See, that's a crime. That's
Well,
a natural, like a resource.
yeah, but that tells you that it's becoming a scarce resource if you traded it on the Mercantile Exchange. I mean,
Not really. They
a rare
planned this out.
mineral. It's like a rare.
Nah, that's kind of crazy though. Not when 98% of the world is covered by water. You said it's becoming a scarcity. That's crazy. But what it
No, it's not.
is these data centers need all that water to be cooled.
Yes.
So that's part of it. But a scarcity is crazy on the earth that's 98% water.
Can I say something, Steve?
Sure.
Okay, there's a Japanese guy that invented crypto. See, everything was, it's a farsi. They just boosting out crypto right now. Same as any idea, you can have a futures for water. It's just like an idea. So there's always like a gray market for making profit. It's about profit. So nobody complains about that or protests against water getting traded on the future market. And that's supposed to be a natural resource.
Right. No, and it's not a rare natural resource. It's not a scarce natural resource, as DeAndre said. So it must be the way that it's purified and distributed is going to be an issue, like he said. These data centers, they're taking up a lot of electricity. They're taking up a lot of cooling, and what's the point of having all these data centers again?
For more
Information. The
for
more
the
the more AI
cryptos,
and technology advances, the
mostly
more it's
for
going to cause a need for the data to be kept in repositories. So, as people keep coming up and asking questions, and you are only causing the AI, the machine learning component of the AI, to gather more and more data on people across the world. So you talk about 9 billion pieces of information, and that all of that day by day, continue year after year. That has to go somewhere. So, and then
they
now we're moving. We've already been moving into a space, but now we're going to have quantum computing, and then we have the next phase after that, which hasn't been brought up yet. But with quantum computers, you're talking about even more bytes of data, so that computers can handle complex issues.
Right.
Yeah.
And there also one other thing. It will cost us 30% more in energy because they're using crypto mining. They need computers for that too. So it's like a 3-part whammy
Yeah, that's a
right
good
there.
part. That's a good point. That's a good point, Walter. Yep.
So that's a 3-point whammy. You got the AI computers, you got the crypto computers, you got all the data centers. And then you need energy to cool off the data computers. So it's like a 30% increase in our energy just for all these computers.
I understand that they're building some new apartments or condos or buildings, and the data centers are going to be underneath, so they can heat the places with the where they can use the energy that they're cooling and heating from and to for the profit. Heat and cool the profit. So
Oh yeah, Steve, in
That makes sense.
Naperville,
Them people gonna be living in a damn microwave though for all the damn that kickback of radiation and frequencies going on.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of radiation coming off of those computers. Look at Naperville. Naperville didn't want a data center. It wasn't like in the news recently.
so they have the option.
Yeah, but they didn't want it. They'll take all their energy from them. Blackouts, even blackouts from these data centers. You know how they put up a new structure building? Let's say they put a 500 apartment building. They have to change the wiring outside to take all the energy in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 480 phase units. They got to break it down from 480, then it goes down to 220 or like 240.
Yeah, but I thought they just connect up. They just connect in.
Yeah, but sometimes they got to bring extra wiring for the building because it comes in hotter, 480, then it goes down to 240. They got to bring it down, like in
Yeah,
steps,
they change the phase. You're right.
different phases.
Well, I mean, all in all, it's the future, right? What can we do? We're paying more bills, which is crazy. We're really paying more. We're paying more on energy bills so that we can have virtual things, virtual reality, brain centers. In other words, that's what they really are, brain centers.
And
So
mining.
What if your heat is stays on the same temperature the whole summer, and your bill goes higher and higher?
right,
Oh, how can that be done? How is that?
they're just changing what they charge you. You get
There
charged
you
for
go.
100 kilowatts of power at $10. Now we're charging you 20 for the same
See,
100.
look,
What I'm saying, each month it get higher and higher, and the temperature doesn't change. It's the
oh
same
yeah,
from one month to the other one.
oh yeah, Steve.
Yeah, no,
During the
they all
summer,
introduced rate hikes. They all the utilities. So you're right. There's nothing you can do. I mean, even though you have at a fixed temperature, you still dealing with a variable cost, and that variable cost coming directly from the person that's the supplier. So if you look at your bill, what you get charged from the supplier should have a higher output. Um, and what they may hit you with, which because I put myself on a notice to let me know if I'm spending more electricity. I keep getting notifications saying that I'm spending more electricity than I did last year, and And it's like, I've kept everything roughly the same,
Hey,
and so I'm like, oh, I think that y'all basically, it's these rate hikes. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that? Well, I'm supposed to cut it lower so it's cold in the crib all day. Like, how am I supposed to deal with
They
that?
want you to cut back. Don't use as much.
no,
you're
but
using,
Steve,
but you're using the same every day. And what I'm saying is set on a set number, and that's the same number all through the winter. It don't go up, or don't go down, but each month is higher and higher.
it's about they're selling our energy, Ella. From the wholesalers, there's a middleman. So the middleman is making money off of the energy they're selling to the retail. Because you get hit from the back end. You don't buy it from the wholesale companies, the wholesale energy companies. It should be illegal, but they're selling our energy in Illinois. There's no, even Congress people don't even know this. They're not stopping this
Why won't they?
because they don't have us as the consumers or the voters. We don't speak up and ask the Congress people to put that up there. Because there are a lot of wholesaler companies. They're the ones that are producing all this energy. So
Give me
they
an
sell it in the open market. They sell it to the open market to us. And there's a middleman that makes money off of this. And he sell it to big buildings downtown. And they're the customers. We're the customers.
Give me an
That's like
example.
I'm not changing over, but that's like they was talking about this property taxes. We getting taxed off of downtown. We're getting the upper end of the taxes down from downtown. That's what they was talking about yesterday.
Yes. And they make money. The lawyers and the developers make money out of the working taxpayers. Because if you don't pay your taxes, the arm is 18 to 36%. And they sell people's tax liens if we don't pay it. That's a big
Right.
racket.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
So that's all a racket. Look how many vacant buildings are in Chicago. The city owns about 22,000 vacant buildings in Chicago. How come they're sitting on that big assets? They should sell them. They have an old police station. It's been closed for 20 years, and they still own that building. Why?
Right.
So I mean, they should open up the books. They're sitting on 22,000 different properties. That's probably billions of dollars sitting there. And also taxpayer money. So they're
Well, they were saying something about a Chinaman, Korean, or somebody going around buying up all these vacant lots.
see?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow at the land bank.
Yeah,
forum.
okay.
Oh, look at that company, Land Bank. Oh, they're making a lot of money from the insiders. They're buying up properties too.
Yeah.
And then some properties on the west side is only like $1. Come on.
It used to be $1. It's not $1 now.
See what happened with that?
It's $1.50.
It's $1.50 now.
It's not $1.50 anymore. It's thousand because I was Steve at the last meeting about this tax, not the tax, the land thing. This lady was talking about this lot next to her, and she didn't get it at the time. The lots was selling for $1. Now it's so many $1,000.
Yeah, because you got to pay the taxes on it. Because they're not producing taxes. Yeah, because that land bank, it's been around a while, but all the politicians are buying property from those land banks. Look at that one guy, he got locked up from it, from the land bank company.
Who's that guy?
I checked in the paper, the land bank guy, but the guy messed up and he giving deals to his buddies. Then he took a bribe, and then he got locked up.
Who is this? Do you know his name?
I can look it up for you.
That's not the guy Mark that was going around giving these people reverse mortgages. Is that's not the same thing?
No, this is the land bank company
Oh,
from the
okay.
city of Chicago.
Oh,
See, reverse mortgages, that's a scam. Look how long that was going on.
yeah, because my brother got caught up in that, and the guy Mark, he's I guess he's still in jail, but they caught up with him. He was doing a lot of the seniors' houses. He was getting those houses. He was
Yeah,
getting the money.
yeah, that's true. They go after seniors. They call seniors up looking if they want to buy, if they want to get credit. See, they're attacking seniors left and right.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Because
these crooks.
I get calls every day. When I do answer the phone, do I want to sell my house, or they'll give me so much for my house and this and that and whatever.
Yes, they're just out there to make a buck.
Well, we
Yeah.
got to watch for the scams because, man, from what it sounds like, every penny you got is going to a higher and higher bill based on electricity, water, gas, internet. I mean,
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys this. You probably heard it before. A house and a car you will never pay for.
I don't know about
Have
it.
y'all heard? Have you heard that?
What about a car though? Why not a car?
It's always you got to get it fixed sometime or the other.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's true. I
So
mean,
you'll never pay for it, and your house is always something you got to pay something for your house.
yes,
So you'll never pay for it. It's always something you got to put money out in.
wear and tear. There's a lot of
That's
wear and
right.
tear.
That's right. So you'll never pay for it.
I mean, it's good to pay off the mortgage and it's your own, but you still got to pay taxes and all the other bills with it.
Something gonna break sometime or the other. You got to fix that.
That's
Yeah.
true. The roof, everything with the trees going into your pipes, clog up your pipes, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? That's a good point because they could prevent those pipes from getting clogged with trees. You seen those new liners they put in the system?
No.
It's like a Teflon liner. They blow it through the pipes. They force it through to coat the pipes.
No, because I think the trees are a lot stronger. I mean, they could break that pipe.
Yeah, but they can't break the Teflon liner.
No.
Yeah, they go back and they coat all of the drains, and they coat it all the way so that wherever there's a crack, there's no longer, susceptible to having to being penetrated by
No.
yeah. So the liners just kind of line the old pipes. There are some places in Chicago, I hope not anymore, but I know just recently they still had wooden pipes.
Yeah, that's downtown. They got wooden pipes.
Right.
So what about in the summertime? Don't we need to get barrels to save the water to water our like grass with it? The water bills are going.
They gave one away at Emma Mick's office.
Yeah, they're giving away.
They gave one away. They raffled it. Rain barrel.
Because I filled a whole can full with rainwater about one day. That's a lot of rainwater.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. I could have like two of them or something, one in the back Because when there rains, when it rains, when it pours.
Yeah, I got a couple rainwater barrels in the at the crib. Good to have them, man, especially if you're gonna have a garden or you just like plants around your spot. And they, like you said, they collect very quickly. We getting a lot of rain now, so
Yeah,
Where
Oh,
you
yeah.
get? Where did you get them from?
I get everything from Jeff Bezos. I keep them in business.
Not from
Okay.
the city. Not the city who don't want us to save the water.
Mason had them. I think they said $10 from the meeting I saw, but I don't know.
$10.
Yeah, from Water Reclamation.
I might have to need one for the backyard. I got a garden.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, what'd you do with it in the middle of winter when we just had this torrential pour, right? You know, in January. And by the way, we're in February now, people. We are officially 100. Well, not 100 days, but we're officially 1 year with President Trump now. 1 full year.
See,
Then
we don't even want to hear that one.
we
I know.
got 6 weeks of like springtime.
6 weeks.
Yeah, it's always springtime and always 6 weeks from now.
Think so?
So, yeah, I know so. Because, well, we got to watch out for this groundhog.
Yeah, did the
So-
groundhog see the shadow?
I mean, it's always in 6 weeks. It's always springtime. If you look at like on the calendar, it's always like in March.
Yeah, but I'm saying, are we actually gonna have spring weather?
Probably yes and no. Maybe tornadoes, wind. 6 months from 6 weeks from now, we've got our early voting in the suburbs. March 17th comes around the corner. Everybody's gonna be drunk.
Early
voting.
voting is the 5th.
Yeah, in the suburbs, February 5th.
Yeah,
See, this is fast. Everything's going fast.
too fast.
Oh,
So what do? How do we keep up? That's the question.
Just continue to pray and take one day at a time.
By the way, I don't know if anybody know Miss Rosetta Gaff. She lost her husband. Mr. Gaff passed away. I think it's been Monday. Monday was the 26th, I think. Yeah, he passed away. So condolences go out to Miss Guy and her family. I think they had been married for like 30 some odd years, 32.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the service is the 7th.
Yeah, Saturday, the 7th. So yeah, everybody, she's pretty well known block club leader.
Oh
And,
yeah.
supporting the community. She lives in the 11th district. She said 11th district police department came by when they heard the call for the ambulance because they work with her closely.
Yeah.
And I talked to her just shortly today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She okay?
Yeah, she's always been a strong person to help the community and help everybody else, And I said that to her, and I said, I know you're going to be strong, but, even the strong got to figure out a way to survive, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's true. How old was he?
How old do you think this guy was, Miss Jacobs?
70, about 72 or 75.
Yeah, their son is 50. Their son's going to be 53, 52 or 53.
Yeah, he probably in his 70s.
Yeah.
So this guy said I think she about 75 or 76 or something.
Right. So yeah, condolences to the family, Scott family. Especially at this time, tragedy with their family, in their family.
Boy, it's going on and on and on and on.
Yeah. I lost a nephew this week too, down in Alabama.
Oh my Lord.
Right.
How old was he?
50. There you go. I'm thinking like 55.
That's too young.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, they've been down there forever. 55 years. They've been down there at least. But
Well, I don't care how old or how young. Everybody got an outdate.
Yeah. And then we got to pay a tax when we die too.
sure. Here we go with the tax again, huh?
No,
What
but
they
it's
said,
true.
wait a minute, they said it's two sure things, death and tax.
Yeah.
And one of them they're gonna get at the same time.
Yeah, they
That,
want your tax money
yep, you're right.
with a one like a last time. One last time they want to tax you.
Mm.
Yeah. So what else going on, y'all? There was something I was gonna talk.
Dusty,
Yeah.
where's Barry?
Oh, Barry's in Sarasota, Florida. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale or Sarasota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talked to him last week. He was supposed to come back 2 weeks ago, but it got extremely cold, and he said he's gonna hang out.
Is it warm down there where he is?
Yeah, it was raining quite a bit. I forgot what he said the temperature was,
Oh,
but it
okay.
was decent. It wasn't. It was over 60. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Steve.
Uh-huh.
This April, I was at a meeting Thursday, where LaShawn Ford came to Amundsen Park and Danny Davis showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the meeting was very interesting because we had one lady that just went off on Danny Davis.
I can believe that.
I mean, she went totally off about something he did 40 years ago when he came in office.
Yeah.
And he couldn't understand what was that about. And we were trying to tell her, excuse me, can you talk to him afterwards? Because we said then she went to tell him why would he be there supporting LaShawn Ford, and LaShawn Ford can talk for himself. and he was talking for himself before Danny Davis got there too. But she was really adamant. I mean, it was like it was going back and forth till LaShawn Ford got up and said, wait a minute, I'm going to have to be the referee in this cut. Y'all got to stop this, and move on. So we had to, let's move on. But
look,
other than that, the meeting was very informative.
You're going to get a lot of that because that's all I hear from people is why is Danny pulling him around? Why does he do his own thing? Hey.
You said the meeting was very informative. Was they talking about this high property taxes? Was that included?
No, basically he was telling about his which LaShawn Ford was talking about what he planned on doing, all the stuff that he had passed, over 100 stuff he had passed already, and what he planned to go back and do, and then mainly about the kids, the youth. Still trying to get these youth off the street and trying to find something for them to do. And it's like, well, they got things for them. They're offering things for them to do, but if they don't want to do them, you can't force them to do it if they don't want to.
True. That's true. That's
So,
true.
But basically, we know, but they didn't say anything about the property tax, anything. They talked about Melissa and Rajay. And then also a question was brought up, well, why is it that you got two election officials that's Afro-American that's voting against each other? And that's like it's like a failure. Because why is that happening? That was a question that was brought up to LaShawn Ford. Is there any possible way that can be stopped? But it's been going on for years. Because now you know if you got one going this way and one vote this way and one voting that way, who ends up winning?
Right. Well, in that race, they got 15 people.
The white man. I keep telling y'all. Tell y'all who gonna win. It's gonna be that white man.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
His name is Jacob Friedman.
And who's that?
You don't even know who he is.
Is he running for Congress in the area?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's another white guy also running named Reese or something.
Do you think he's gonna win? DeAndre?
It's gonna be interesting. Like I said before, these guys are gonna just field the vote all the way around. They're gonna pick each other off because they all got their own strengths. And I just think when it comes down to it, white people vote more than black people. So I don't think you can count on your own people to make it happen for you, especially in a race where there's like 10 black people. No, not 10, maybe like 8. It's legit like eight black people in the race. And I just think they're all going to break the vote up in various ways. And I just think other people who long would like for this district to go through them are going to come out and vote in droves for their person.
Then P. Ray is gonna win the whole thing.
Well,
the voting now should be for changing the people, changing what the old guards. It's a time for a change. Get all these old folks up out of there and give these young people a chance to give their ideas of how they want to change things. Because old folks, we sat on this one politician. Oh yeah, and I don't see nothing.
yeah, well,
We need some young blood. We need some young blood, young ideas, bright ideas.
That's me. That's me. I'm like running.
You running? What are you running for?
Walter running out of his mind. That's all he running for.
No, for real. I'm on the ballot.
No, you know, Secretary of State.
Yes.
You don't come on here and tell us nothing about what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I already did.
What you running for? Wait a minute, hold up. I'm slow. What are you running for?
Secretary of State.
So what are you gonna do?
What I want to do, I'm gonna help out homeless.
Wait. What do you want to do?
What I want to do, help out homeless veterans, give them their state IDs, help all veterans give their driver licenses and IDs for like free. I don't know. Then I want to help out senior citizens to give them express lanes, no more appointments, and help out all the seniors to get them like jobs and all that.
Seniors jobs? What are you talking?
Jobs. I'll give veterans and senior citizens jobs if they want them.
Oh, if they want them. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I know you're not in that category as far as when you become 65, you shouldn't be have to pay property taxes.
Yes, well, they should have that, but in place. But I'm gonna help out all.
I'm just making a statement. I know you're not the one for that, but I'm saying that should be a whatever they call it.
Requirement?
Huh?
A requirement?
Yeah. When you reach 65, you shouldn't have to pay property taxes. You done paid it all these years, my Lord.
It's me. I want to help out.
What breaks do seniors get?
A circuit breaker or something.
I get circuit breaker, my taxes still went up. So tell me something different.
I'm not. I mean, you gotta have a tax break, because if you don't make so much money over, then you could get a tax exempt or something.
Hmm.
No, I still say that should be some kind of whatever.
Because a lot of these politicians are like lawyers. This is their bread and butter. They raise your taxes up, and then you go to their tax people. They'll say, "Okay, I'll save you 1,000, 2,000, but we'll charge you like $1,000 for our service." That's the biggest scam ever.
Who was doing this?
Tax appeals, lawyers, they're politicians too.
They're charging you for the money that you're supposed to save anyway.
Yeah, so like Martwick does it. He does the tax appeals for the average person, but at the end of the day, you got to pay anyways.
Right. You still paying high taxes. So what difference do that make?
It's just your money disappears in their pockets. That's what it means.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
So when you turn 65, what I hear is you get the senior freeze. And then, well, you get the senior exemption first for turning 65. And you had to make sure you a whole year almost turning 66 in order to apply for the senior exemption. And then when you turn 60, well, then when you're actually 65 past that, then you get your senior freeze, but you can't make over. I think it's 65,000. You can't make over that because other than that, you still got to appeal every year.
I think they
Yes.
moved it to 70.
They moving into 70?
You appeal, but that don't say your taxes. Your taxes still go up.
Of course, especially for the first installment. They don't care what it is. The first installment, you're going to get taxed, period.
And then you guys talking about taxes. Our next tax bill is supposed to be coming out like in March or something.
Well,
I still feel a lot of houses is going to go up for sale because a lot of seniors are not going to be able to afford to even put them on a payment plan because December the 15th you had that was due and now you turn around with another one that's going to be due in March. You ain't finished paying for the one that skyrocketed in December for December the 15th.
Right.
Yeah, that's
See,
true.
this is the legislation that somebody in state and federal government need to be working on. They need to work on legacy legislation. If you've been in a home in a particular community for X number of years, let's just say 35, they should have budget allocations where folks could get their property tax paid for a number of years, or even repairs. Like you choose which one will work best for you. So in that event, if you choose the repairs, by the time you get ready to exit, you can sell at home and go chill where you might want to, because now you can benefit from the equity of having a fixed location. But if you choose this is where I want to stay, then you get the taxes paid off. That's stuff that they need to come up with. We got all this money to spend money overseas and stuff. Take care of home like that.
Right.
Yeah, this is a racket. They're messing with the senior citizens that have been living in their house for over 30 years, 35 years.
Of course, and I know that.
But what
Because
it goes back to again is it's just a lack of ideas. People all they know how to do is tax you out of that. You know, they just know how to tax you out of house and home instead of coming up with ideas to keep you.
Right.
You know?
That's why we filing this down at the county and seeing how this gonna work out.
So you guys gotta file lawsuits and stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why we've been having meetings to come up with the people's ideas. How are we gonna do it?
Lawsuits, you gotta have a
See,
strong lawyer.
but see, a lot of us seniors, uh, we talk about it, but we don't come together, try to come to these meetings, try to, give different ideas on how we all can come together and make it work. That's what I'm talking about.
Miss
If you have
Tyler,
a big enough number, look at Amundsen Park that one day. You had over 400, 500 people there, news people. They want to see numbers. You have a lot of numbers there. You could call with the news, and then they will listen. They will listen to it because that's a lot of votes.
Yeah, that's what somebody brought to his attention yesterday. Said you need to get the news reporter when you have meetings like this. Get the news
Yeah.
reporter out here.
Always bring the news involved. 'Cause you
That's
gotta
right here.
have,
Miss Tyler said, DeAndre Rudis, you should run for office. Great idea.
I mean, we know
Oh
the
man, listen,
old
I ain't
governor.
got time to play with y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna tell y'all a bunch of good ideas. I'm gonna have a lot of great talking points. I'm gonna get up there, and ain't nobody trying to vote for somebody like myself, because I'm not beholden to no type of party. I'm gonna speak how I want. I'm gonna come with some creativity, and that's not what we do right here in politics. So that's just the reality. But I'm already an elected official, so that's the good thing.
DeAndre, I like that. I like what you said. You're not beholden to nobody. Now, that's what I like.
Yeah, all right. Until it's time to go to the ballot, and they be like, "Now is he a Democrat or is he a Republican?" Because he always talking a little bit more conservative than I would like, but he do seem open minded. But he don't like to say he a Democrat. Ain't got time for that.
Mhm.
But I like your spirit, man. I ain't mad at you. If you're Democrat, Republican, or whatever, you young and that's what I'm saying. We need some young ideas, man. We just set. We stuck.
I mean, we need a representation,
Action.
a strong political figure to do this. Like somebody. You just need to fill that room up with seniors and say, hey, we don't want this no more.
But
Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We talk about it among ourselves, but when it come down to the showdown, you only got maybe 10 seniors there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
when it
And
comes to showdown, everybody don't want to get down, and they don't come around.
see,
Well,
our last meeting, me and Steve had one. We had over 70 people at our meeting. It's all about texting people, getting people around, even a little bit younger people. Not only seniors are getting pinched, younger people are getting pinched that are homeowners.
Younger people, well, DeAndre is the only one I know that mixed with seniors. But a lot of young people ain't trying to be bothered with us old folks.
well,
But we gotta,
they're gonna have
we
to.
need to listen to it. We need to be there for you guys. Because if
Yeah,
they
well, I'm
hurt
a young
you
OG.
guys,
I'm in my bridge year though. I'm in my bridge years. I'll be 40 soon, so I'm in my bridge years.
Oh Lord,
no, but we gotta fight now. We gotta fight for you guys now. Because if not, oh, when we hit that age, then it will do the same thing to us.
Yeah, but I mean, well, I say though, like I got 18, 19, 20-year-old, 21-year-old young men that's working with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm 20 years, I'm working 20 years under me and 20 years over me. You feel me? And that's my bridge. So I understand that a lot of young people just, don't, and they're not willing to sit and deal with what I've had to deal with in dealing with seniors. Like it's taken a long time to get respect in the space from senior people that's just looking at me like, oh, that's the young boy that like to buck trends and do his own thing. You know what I mean? That's taking a long time. So, and young people don't have that type of patience for older people that been there, done it, that
It's true.
don't want to listen to the new ideas and fresh perspective that they have. You know,
That's
but
true.
again, I stuck through it though. I'm a different type of person that like to persevere and try to get my own thing across. But you know, it at the same time it gets tiring where you like, I ain't trying to do this anymore. So
Sometimes you get tired of us, huh, DeAndre?
no, I never get tired of helping people. You know, I'm fortunate enough that I've been able to find the thing that God gave for me. You know, since I was
Right.
a young person, it was always helping other people. You know,
That's right.
I was the kid in class that everybody was trying to get around to so that they could get help. You know, and so I'm just moving in the direction that God had already intended for me. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But a lot of people aren't. You know, so
But I think I like your spirit. I like what you're doing. And I'm glad for you. And I like to see young people move like that, and that's why I always tell you guys, I got your back. I don't had my run, but I got your back. Whatever you go decide that you want to do for your community or however, whatever, I'm behind you. When you look around, I'm still standing there. I'm not one of them people when you look around, I'm gone.
Well, there should be a order, especially if those that are younger and stronger should be able to help those that are not as fortunate, and those that are wiser and smarter should be able to help those that are not as fortunate. So it should be a give and take, no matter who they are. Young people should be able to help young people and older people, and
True.
and older
But
people should be
it's a very
older.
few it's a very few DeAndres though.
hey man, hey Miss Jacob, I appreciate you. I appreciate the edification that you're doing to me right now. Everybody need that every now and then, because again, sometimes you don't know if this thing for you or not. But I appreciate what you said. I definitely do. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah,
DeAndre, I call it like I said. I keep it real.
we gotta keep pushing younger people to be the best that they can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everything's gonna be left for them, so they have to be better. There's a big gap in ideology and the way people think between older and younger, but at the end of the day, everybody's looking for the same thing. They're looking for happiness. They're looking for peace and quality of life. So how do we
So
make that?
DeAndre, I like I say, I do. I like your spirit because see, you is a young old person. You are the voice for us older people. That's what I'm saying. Because you can relate more to us than some of these other people your age. You follow what I'm saying? So that's why I say you are the voice for us.
Yeah, I receive it.
And we need that.
Yeah, I think it was, it's important coming up the way I did, with Steve and Northwest Austin Council and being around you all because it helps with perspective. And I've always been young, though. I've always had my own way of doing things. So, I never lost sight of that, but also connected with you all to learn
Yeah.
about what y'all had going on. So that, and then, I've always, again, throughout this process, I've been teaching and everything else. I stayed around young people, though, and now I got an opportunity to start doing and being with young people and helping them through their
And that's
journey.
a good thing.
I got a young man, Messiah, 18 years old, who's I've been bringing around to the different political events and things like that, who's very interested And y'all keep that name lifted up. Messiah, he one of them ones. Very sharp kid. He coming. He coming through. He coming through under my tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mhm. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Gotta keep them going. You gotta keep
Yeah,
them going.
I like that. DeAndre can reach over there and over here. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
Talk about the program too, DeAndre.
Which one? I got 5 going at one time right now.
No, about the electrical program.
Oh yeah.
Make sure we can get.
Yeah, we working on that thing now. But my goal. So I have about 130 surveys completed as it related to if the community is interested in seeing something like this, particularly housed at my location. But the goal is to have HVAC, plumbing, and electric trade certified hands-on training going on. It'll be 2 days a week, 3 days, Mondays, Thursdays. No, I'm sorry, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's going to be 2 cohorts, cohort A and B. And I really only want to do about 4 people each, but it depends on what type of um, response I get. Because I can tell you that as I keep telling people about it, they're so interested in bringing their nephews and anybody else that would like to get that trade
Yeah.
experience on their belt. And so we'll see how that goes. But right now it's 4. It'll be 16. I'm doing 3 16-week sessions. So each of them are going to focus in their own respective category. So 16 weeks for HVAC, 16 weeks for plumbing, 16 weeks for electrical. You're going to do the certification first with a partnership with Home Depot and their Path to Pro program. You come to my office, get on the computers, and we'll be able to you do your certification classwork first. Oh, and I should also mention that it's 10 to 1 and 5 to 8, and Sunday is 5 to 8 as well. No, Sunday is 3 to 6, 3 to 6. So 3 days: Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Tuesday and Thursday is cohort A is 10 to 1. Cohort B is 5 to 8. And then Sundays is for everybody, and that's going to be 3 to 6. And
I got a question.
hold on, I got you.
Okay.
So you're going to do online instruction and hands-on technical skill building. And then we also are adding a social development component where we're going to have a trainer that's going to work specifically with social skills that are needed for today. So communication, leadership, um, teamwork, emotional intelligence, etc. So that's what we're working on. I suppose Sunday will probably be used for the social development component.
Okay, can I say something, DeAndre?
Yep. That was it. Yeah.
Okay, with this certificate, can you transfer that to another place, or then you also need like a license from the state
So
or
okay,
the
so
city?
this here now, look, this ain't licensing. That's what I'm gonna be clear about. This is not licensing. This is a certified program. What it'll allow you to do is take it to another level, should you want to go that route and get your licensing. Like this will give you the basic skill set needed to whether move into apprenticeship, if you want to connect with a union, or if you want to even start your own job. Like you could do simple electrical hookups, with a certification and hands-on training, right? So you could go a myriad of ways. My goal would be to work with each individual separately to figure out what their path they want to take. Because we do have other programs in and around the community where we could connect them if they wanted to go to a union or if they wanted to start their own business or if they wanted to go further and just get a certificate. So we can figure all of that out, but it's going to be tailored to the individual and what they want to do with their own future. And that's actually I'm starting that in April. So April
Nice.
6th, actually. April 6th. At minimum, we'll be starting the classroom instruction part, the online instruction to get the certificate, to at least get the ball rolling until we find. And I do have trainers, but you know, that's a matter of funding that comes with that. But we working on that too. So
we just gotta get the students more. That's the thing.
oh no, we got students.
That's
I
right.
already got 5 people that's interested.
Nice.
I just need like I say, 3 more.
Let's
Yep.
make it rock. We get the 3.
Yeah, like I said, as I'm telling people about it, they constantly saying, "Well, my nephew interested." They, you know, they just need something to get them out the house. You know, people just
Well,
a
do
lot
they
of
get
people just saying they need something to get these kids out their crib. And I'm like, man, look, all right, bring
do
them
they
on
get
over here. That's
stipend?
huh?
DeAndre, do they get stipend?
You know what? I mean, it's free. I'm gonna try to see what the state can do to help out.
Yeah.
And because I know that's the big drawing point for a lot of people in these types of classes, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll make it worthwhile if
Yes,
we
it
could
will.
offer it. So
It will. Yes, it will. Because
yeah,
the people now, well, in fact, they said this program about this SNAP, they got to find a job somewhere. But what
yeah,
I'm trying
true.
to say, what
Yep,
I'm saying to you,
yep,
people now is not out here to just to go to school and not get some type of income. You know, they got to have something to. They got to have bus fare. They got to have, you know, for their hygienes and things like that. So it's not easy now. I
They
mean,
can't
they
give
want
up.
to. Go ahead.
I say they can't give up living. They still have to live. They have to have a place to
That's
stay.
right. That's right.
And if they spending their time training, and how do they have time? Who's helping them survive? I mean,
That's
somebody
right.
got to prepare them.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, and you need to work on that as well. So that's good. You got it going on.
yeah. I will. Like I said, I'm gonna write that into it too and figure that piece
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But,
Because like at Freeman Seating, oh, this guy that's running for senator, Steve, is that Freeman's relative?
No, that's a different person.
Oh, okay. No, but as I was saying, just like Freeman Seating, one of the guys he's not working there now. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is they paying them $16 an hour now. So now just say you got a family.
mhm.
You can't survive off of that. But I'm just saying how these big companies use people. It's like slavery. You follow what I'm saying? That bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be that element of greed. You know, they want to make a lot of money and they want to make it off the
They're
back.
making a lot. They getting the tip money. I know this. But yet you gonna have a guy or a lady to come in there, give them $16 an hour, and that's that. Now, when you get your taxes and things taken out, what are you bringing home?
6, if that, $6 worth, not 6 an hour.
But you know what they're using? Oh, well, at least he's an ex-offender. At least he got a job. No, that's not the point to me.
Right.
He done served his time. He done paid his dues. Come on now, the man got to live.
They want you to go and take another job. You have to have 2 full-time jobs.
That's slavery. That's slavery. So in other words, they doing you a favor. I did give him a job.
Right. That's the way they see it.
But trades are just the best bet right now. Everybody needs a handyman, like unions,
Yeah,
or like a painters too.
trees are the future. But it's always there, you know. But you know what you hardly hear about is auto mechanics. And I think automobiles have gotten better over the decades. You know, I remember a time where automobiles would just rust out. I mean, the engine would be the strongest thing left in the car. The rest of the car would just rust away. You don't hear about rusting cars like that anymore. You
No.
know? They started coating them.
Huh.
Then you got the engines. The engines are a lot more durable. You know, it used to be a time you're supposed to change your oil every 3 months. You don't have to change your oil every 3 months anymore. You know,
Yeah.
especially with synthetic oil, you can go longer. Real synthetic.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be a time a tune-up. You got to tune your car every 2 years, every year. Once it's like, who's tuning up a car? You get tuned up at 100,000 miles. You know, the spark plugs are still firing just as good as they were the day they came off the assembly line. You know, nobody's tuning up cars like they used to.
The cars are better made now.
Yeah, the only thing you changing more frequently are windshield wiper blades, which that's crazy because you didn't have to change those. I remember windshield wiper blades would last almost longer than the body.
Sure did.
Now you got to change windshield
But
wiper
not
blades
now.
every season. Between winter season and summer season. I mean, spring when it rains. You got to change the blades. Like,
Yep.
what's going on?
Yep. Yep.
Tires don't last as long as they used to.
Nope.
This is mixed in with other kind of rubber.
Yeah. So no good.
Before, it used to be more metal in the tires.
The belt. It's not there. Excuse me. It's just not there anymore. The things, you know, brakes. Now brakes have always been brakes. Is, you know, change your brakes. That's always been the case. You gotta change your brakes. You know,
Yeah, but there's two different kind of brakes.
You know, you're talking about the ceramic versus.
Yeah, ceramic and the other.
Yeah, but they still pretty much run about the same.
I remember a long time ago they used to cut the rotors. Yeah.
No one cut them. They're not. People just change the rotors. It's cheap. Just to
No,
change
but
them
back then they used to cut them.
Yeah, they used to cut them, take the metal off, but it doesn't make sense to do that. You can buy a brand new set of rotors for almost the same amount you pay a person to turn them down. So,
yeah, that's true.
you know, pay a guy $200 to turn down rotors, and you get 2 brand new rotors for $250, you know, for the both combined, you know.
And then at the car place, they want to charge you $1,500 to change the brakes.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. That goes back to what Mr. Jacobs says. You never stop paying for a car, and you never stop paying for your house.
That's right.
Transportation and habitat.
That's it.
Where you live and what you ride.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just go back to the old days. Get you a mule and a chuck wagon. Live in your chuck wagon and have your mule drive you around.
All
Well,
right
we're gonna
now.
be like the who are those people that are still driving horses around? What are they called?
Amish.
The Amish? Are we gonna be Amish again?
Yeah, first black Amish tribe. Yeah.
But back then that was the best living though.
Yeah, but then
I mean, they make their own butter, cheese,
Yeah,
everything.
but you don't hear about people those people being sick either, do you?
No, you don't.
Okay, then everything is natural.
Yes, because our stuff is what processed food,
That's what I'm
everything,
saying.
everything. Or the farmers live like a long time too,
Yeah,
'cause they get all fresh meat, bison,
yeah,
cows, free.
yeah.
But we're eating about like 1,000 cows all at one time. They just eat one cow. For real.
you talking about the assortment.
Huh?
You talking about when you go to the meat market and
Yeah,
they're throwing
Yes.
thousands.
It's
you're
like
gonna get
they're grain
a whole cow butcher that.
because they grind about how many cows they grind up? Like some hamburger meat and all that.
Yeah, I want to go get one. I'm gonna go get me a deep freezer for my dog, and I want to get a whole cow cut up.
The whole cow.
Yep,
Um,
and put the whole thing in the deep freezer so he could have meat.
We're
kind
gonna
of
have a
low.
party.
No, I have a dog. I have a Cane Corso, and I have him on a raw diet, and I want to buy meat.
Make them eat some steak and all that beef.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'm treat him real good. He
Well,
eat right
raw
now.
meat.
He eats brown rice, steamed broccoli, sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
apples, carrots, and chicken breast.
So what he's eating good.
Oh yeah.
But
He
your
no.
dog be eating better than people. That's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
he
true.
on the wrong diet.
Mhm.
How
I
big is
tried.
your
Can't eat.
Look,
dog?
Some people can't eat that.
I had him eating puppy chow, but it kept making his stool too loose, and then I just started feeding him raw. I just immediately switched over. And it's been doing much better now. So
How big is he now, your dog?
he's only 8 weeks old, so he's a very small puppy. Really smart
Damn, he's
though.
gonna
Let me
be a
tell you.
big dog.
I hope so. There's too much stuff be happening around here.
He's gonna be he'll be jumping out of the window pretty soon.
No,
I
no.
need him to.
Look.
No,
He,
but
I just know what he's talking about. I saw his dog this week. I thought it was a pit bull, but he said no, this is a baby kid. What do you call him? Corso?
Just a cane corso.
Yeah.
no, but he'll be watching the refrigerator. That
Oh,
dog's gonna be what?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
that, that, that's good food. You're going to have to file him on your taxes, ain't you?
for real.
He said he's gonna have a refrigerator. He's gonna have a refrigerator strapped to his back. That dog
That's
is
what
gonna be huge. But you could
I'm
get a whole animal butchered at a local butcher shop. I think
Okay.
there's a they'll
What
you
about
know
the
they
one down there on Ashland? They do it, don't they? Like 40 something Ashland.
You could get a
What's it called? Prairie
chicken.
Food.
yeah.
You could get a chicken butchered, live chicken.
I'll
Yeah.
take a chicken too. He'll eat everything on the chicken. He sure would.
Damn. And
You don't give him the bones, do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he eat the bones too.
You can't cook bones for dogs, or it'll splinter into them. It can cause lacerations internally. But they can eat uncooked bones.
damn.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of research on this dog.
But
What color is the
the
dog?
way you feeding that dog.
He all
Like I
black like
said,
the omen.
it's people out here. No, it's people out here that can't eat like that. I'm for real. They can't get food like that.
Yes, they could. It's really simple food. It's just sweet potato, it's brown rice, it's chicken breast, it's steamed broccoli, and it's apples.
Yeah, because you're bulking him up.
Yeah, it's literally like a balanced diet. It's just people don't eat like that.
Right.
I'm gonna make a
And
YouTube channel following me and his adventures because I'm gonna eat the same way he eating. We
So
gonna
I
eat dinner
told you,
together.
there's people out here don't eat that good.
he's gonna be taking him across the street to that McDonald's in the drive-thru.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even eat McDonald's. I get him a pup cup or something, an ice cream cone from over there.
Right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Mm.
Do you know how big dogs? Have you ever seen one, Miss Jake?
No, I never saw one.
Man, when those dogs get big, they're about big as a Tesla. They get
They're
those
big dogs. They get about 200 pounds almost.
Yeah, generally 90 to 120 pounds, with the outlier being like 160, and the females are a little bit less than that. They generally top out like at 80, 90 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna try to get him. I just want him to stay lean though. You can extend their life if you keep them lean. A lot of people have them heavier, to make them look more intimidating and imposing, but that's bad on their joints because they're such a big dog. So
Yeah.
yeah, but my goal is to keep them lean and muscular.
Well,
Do
lean,
you have?
mean.
Do you have? It's a he or she?
It's a boy.
You only got one dog, you should have two.
Do you have him around your baby?
Oh, they love each other already. Yeah, they playing with each other, and it's good to have these type of dogs around them because they're very family oriented.
Oh,
They were bred to be protectors. So that's why I made sure I got it. I do
Isn't
want
it
my.
like the Roman dog?
It is,
King
yep, a Roman
Corso?
war dog. Yep.
They get to be big as a refrigerator, man.
yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
will see him though. He gonna be at all of the events because I need to keep him outside to socialize him so he doesn't take people as threats.
But I don't need to be around nobody's dogs because we had enough dogs when I was in the South. So I don't need no dogs around me.
I understand that.
Hey, Barry, I guess Barry's on. What's going on, Barry?
He didn't hear you?
Hey guys.
Hey, Barry.
How are you, Barry?
Hi, Barry.
Good. Hey guys. Hey Ella. I mean,
This is not Ella.
Hey, Barry,
no,
that's
right.
Okay.
I know. I just misspoke, but I know it's Miss Jacobs. And
Oh,
hi,
you just
Ella.
thinking about me.
That's right. And Walter too. My goodness.
How are you, Barry?
Good. How are you, Walter?
Good. Can't complain.
We talking about the next Secretary of State, huh? We talking to the next Secretary of State.
Yeah, the big boss man.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Secretary of State, I know the news is bringing up something about these scooters. Something about laws for these scooters that's going around. Did anybody catch that?
No, what's up with that?
I guess they've been very dangerous in many cases, so they're trying to come up with ideas or laws that can prohibit or regulate the use of these scooters. You see people riding them in the winter. You see them ride. They don't never. I don't see them stop for lights. They just cut across traffic. They don't go through the streets like most vehicles. They just go any direction they want to. And
Yeah.
You know what? To me, that was a waste of money. These streets they putting them you see them bike thing. That's a waste of money. Cars is so tight to drive down these streets.
well, you're definitely not driving down Lake Street like that anymore, because Lake Street is pretty much a bike path.
Right, but that's what
That's
I'm
not
saying.
good.
And right here on Chicago Avenue, right there on Chicago and Waller or somewhere up there, all that curve all the way out in the street. What is that? That don't even make sense. A lot
Well,
of
what,
that just waste of money. They could have been doing something else in the city
Yeah.
for that.
Speaking of, how do y'all feel about that? You know, they're trying to make the city more bikeable overall, so they implemented all of those different lanes. How do y'all feel about that overall? Is is is
I
it
don't.
is it more of a nuisance to you?
It
Yeah,
is. Yes.
that's the infrastructure that they call it. So making sure that instead of 2 lanes to go down to 1 lane, so you don't go past 30 miles an hour, you drop down to 20.
Yeah. Nah, they yeah. You
No.
know what's so interesting
Money.
about that? That
Money.
legislation was largely pushed by the first ward, which is what's that, like West Town, Bucktown, a little bit of West Town, Bucktown, um, Wicker Park, where you know they do more biking over there, but they've now since really enforced that across the city in terms of biking. And it's like, why y'all put that over here? These people over here don't bike like that. I ain't saying that we shouldn't be out biking, but that's not something that we do right now. You
It's
know?
true. That's true.
Why you put it over here?
I'm saying.
And
Oh,
those
this,
and those scooters are right because they are not following any kind of rules or regulations. They don't stop at a stop sign. They keep flying on through and I had a encounter with one of the scooters. I was trying to turn down my alley to park in my garage. This scooter was going faster than me, and I'm like, I was ahead of him, and I'm turning on my signal to let him know you need to slow down because I'm gonna turn up in this alley. I had to
well,
completely stop because if I didn't stop, he would have hit me right on my passenger side.
I know.
That's how
Wow.
fast he was going, and I had to stop. I blew my horn. I said, "Don't you see my signal? I'm fussing at the left and right. It's
was
just
he
terrible."
was he in the street behind you?
He was in the street. He was in the street at a bike lane,
Oh,
but he was
Is it?
going on. He was going as fast as he could. But if I
so
ahead of him, and I'm seeing him through my rearview mirror as he coming, because I said, "Nah, I'm ahead of him. I should be. I'm gonna turn on my turning signal. I'm gonna let him know I'm finna turn."
right.
I couldn't even do that because that's how fast he was up on me as I was going to turn. I had to stop.
The rule shouldn't be the bike. The bike has the right of way because it's in the street. It should be the rules is the bike has the same rules as
Here.
a car behind you. If a
No,
car behind you and you're turning right into an alley, then that bicyclist should understand that they have to yield for you to turn right if they're behind you.
but he didn't. He wasn't paying no attention to me ahead of him. He wasn't paying no attention to no turning signal. He had his headphones on and he was flying.
No.
Now I would have been in trouble if I would hit him. And then I said, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been in trouble because he would have hit me on the passenger side. But I was supposed to. Good thing I'm looking through my rearview mirror as I'm coming anyway to see that I'm like, look at this, and he not even trying to. And I'm blowing my horn and everything. He's still flying. He couldn't hear me because of the headphones on.
Did he have a light on the scooter?
No, he didn't have any. He was fly. He just going that and just no stop sign. He just flat on.
Look at what's happening now, Steve.
What's
They got
that?
those AI trucks driving around, or those cars. They don't
Uh-huh.
care no more.
Oh, DeAndre. I'm sorry to cut you off. DeAndre.
Yep.
It's a big truck right here on our and Lockwood. It's been there forever. A big old dump
Like,
truck.
okay.
It's like if somebody moving, you know how
Yeah.
they have a dump truck. It's been
Uh-huh.
sitting there forever.
Okay. All right. I will tell Mooney. The last time you told me, he came out and gave tickets to them folks that had them other ones. So
Yeah,
I
Yeah, they moved.
know.
They moved, but this truck is still there.
Okay, cool. Lockwood in Iowa.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah. Right on
Yep.
the corner.
All right. I'll let Mooney know.
but it's east of Lockwood.
Okay.
Not
This east of Lockwood on
It's right
Iowa.
on the corner. It's east of Lockwood. Oh, yeah.
It's between
Okay.
Lockwood and Patrol.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And,
Thank you. We'll let them know.
yeah, if they get more tickets, they're just gonna tour. They'll tour it after they get enough tickets.
But he been there long enough to be told because It was sitting there when I was telling y'all when me and Shirley were complaining about them other trucks over there.
Yeah, but they gotta get enough tickets on.
Well, them trucks are moved, but this truck is still there.
Yeah. Well, what else we got, guys, on this day? Anybody got anything hot? Topics? I know freedom of press is at stake. They're starting to arrest reporters, which is not understandable, but it's going on. What else is going on? Anybody? Neighborhood-wise, any other information, news? Everybody else is okay. Nobody passed away. Nobody had any break-ins. We don't get a lot of break-ins, do we, y'all? When's the last time you heard somebody break in somebody's place?
I hope we don't have to hear about it.
No, you're not. Everybody's armed. You know?
Only thing I know of, I went to my B meeting, and it was letting us know to be careful when you with these remote starters when you starting your car up.
Right.
Now they're breaking your window as they see there's nobody in there, but your car is started. They breaking your windows and stealing your car because you already got it started up when you hit the remote starter. So they said be wary of starting your car up. You know, using those remote starters if you're not going to be watching it.
Right. Not in the garage.
Damn, that kind of sucks. So, like, okay, I thought cars have fail safes on it where, like, I have a remote starter on mine now, and I start mine in the garage. But if let's say I was on the street, meaning if I'm in enough range to where somebody could get in my car, they definitely could take it because it would kind of sense that the key is at least near enough to start the car. But if I'm not, and I'm just saying this in particular for all cars, if I'm not in range, shouldn't it just kill itself, the engine?
No.
It doesn't. It just starts right up.
If you start it and they can get in it, they can go. It's already in a mode. Just do that. Start it up. Leave your car with the keys with somebody and see how far you go with it.
Yeah, nah, you're right. All right, yeah. I'm gonna try that method. Yeah, hell yeah.
I guarantee you'll go around the corner and come back.
Yeah, so
Problem is
with mine, so again, like my car, as a fob, it's like the fob is not detected, so it won't pick up. But I do hear what you're saying about it being technically started. So like when I get in the car, my car isn't started per se. I still have to put my foot on the gas and hit the start on it, even though it's remote started. I still have to do that. Then it switches over. So I was thinking in my mind, like, because I know the way my car works, it works that way too with the fob needing to be present, that it would just shut down if I tried to do it without the key present. But I definitely need to check and see. So I'm with you though. I need to check and see.
But I think it's all based on if you hit that button from afar, it's already in the start. All you gotta do is put it in gear. Because the gear.
Not mine. Not mine, man. You gotta. It started, but you gotta start it again. It's going, but you still gotta put your foot on the gas and actually start the car
again.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It don't turn over though. It just like it puts it. It's almost like my car's in accessory mode when I have it with the remote starter. So I have to actually put it into start. So I have to go through the process as I would if I was actually starting a car.
So you just had to pay for a window then, because they done been broken your car and can't go nowhere.
Yeah,
but you still got to pay for a window.
No, though, because if I'm in the crib, for example, let's say mine is on the front street and I started and I'm at home up here, and I was able to start it from up here, that means the key fob can connect. So they should be able to theoretically take it. But if so, I don't know. I gotta find out. I gotta figure that out. I gotta see.
You just said it. You have to go in and trigger the release of the peer select, and you do that by pressing the button again and keeping your foot on the brake.
Right.
That's how you do it. Now, cars that don't have that kind of setup where you can just go in there.
Right. Well, you can just go in and throw it and drive and go. Like, yeah, you're not throwing mine and drive and going.
Right.
They just wasting their time breaking your window then.
Yeah. That's why y'all stop buying American made. Go after Japanese. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut down the U.S. companies, huh?
Man, listen. Until they start acting right.
Barry, I thought Barry was trying to say something. And then we're gonna start shutting it down, y'all. That was something.
Hey, guys.
So
Yeah,
Barry,
what's on my mind is all the stuff that's going on nationally with ICE. It just, to me, it is so dangerous. And whoever they're coming for today isn't necessarily who they're going to be coming after tomorrow. I mean, and they're building these huge detention centers. And where are they going to get all those people from? I think they want to get 100,000 or some. I forget what the number is. The number of beds they're talking about building. Immense prison systems. And it's one thing to protest, but it's another thing that all the steps are being put in place to build these prisons.
They can build more prisons, but they can't do nothing with the schools, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. They may turn these other kinds of buildings, like schools, into prisons.
No, but I'm saying it should be trying to get schools.
Should be, right.
State-of-the-art schools for these children. Maybe they go back to school when they have something to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't think that's where what the Trump regime is about. I think it's about controlling everyone.
Yeah.
And they begin with the most vulnerable. And then when they control them, they go after the next. And, arresting Don Lemon is just another step. I don't mean just, it's another step. It's all these steps.
Yeah.
So it's extremely upsetting to me. I think the antidote is to all of it is coming together and helping each other. And the more we come together, the stronger we are.
That's true. This is true.
So we should use everything we can to bring people together. And I think all this dangerous stuff, the prisons and the control, we can't wait till they actually control us.
Don't we get enough prisons already?
That's what I'm saying.
right? Not from their point of view. From their point of view, the prisons we have is just the start. They want to control everybody, or you know, I hate to raise that possibility, or exterminate them. I mean, we
Well,
saw
maybe
this.
they're trying to make the criminals give them some incentive to go back to jail because they're making it so convenient in jail to where why not commit a crime? Because I got the same privilege in jail as I have out here in the street.
Oh, but that's now. That's not where they're going.
Where they going, Barry?
You know, take a look at what Hitler did in World War II. Enslaved people, but now they've got all this technology.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So they're not interested in, you know, they're interested in control and power, and getting more and more for themselves.
What do y'all think about these Trump accounts?
The Trump account?
Yeah,
so
so basically, there was legislation that he passed that says it's a new tax advantage savings program for American children. It provides $1,000 government contribution for newborns between 2025 and 2028 that is invested in index funds, with parents able to add up to $5,000 annually for later use on education, housing, business, and it's helping to build, aims to build long-term wealth for the next generation.
You remember Trump University?
Yeah.
No, because I never went there.
You never heard of it?
I heard of it, yeah.
I never heard of it.
It's a scam.
Trump accounts to help jumpstart savings accounts for
No. I'm not. I don't know. This is the first I've heard of the savings plan. But what I'm saying is, everything he touches is a scam. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie.
It sure is. It definitely is. Yeah.
So he's proposing this new thing to put your $5,000 in.
no, $1,000 each child
$1,000
between 2025 and 2028.
$5. I wouldn't put $5 in it.
What secures the
Would
money?
you? Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
No, I was saying, what's securing this money?
It's going it's going into an index fund. So it's just what it is the government, like, it ain't no different than like a HSA or FSA, how the government created these new tax deferred programs for folks that want to save money. So he's creating, it's just called Trump accounts. You know, I'm sure they're going to change it. Maybe not. You know, we did have Obamacare, you feel me? So there's that. But either way, it's basically the government is going to give families $1,000 that they can put, or maybe they're going to create a specific type of account, I suppose. But $1,000 goes into the account that'll be invested in an index fund. And parents themselves can add up to $5,000 per year. So when you think about it, it actually gives your child the advantage of collecting what's the compound interest. So when they turn 18 or however years old that you would like them to use the money, they'll have an investment account. I think most people were saying that it could be about $400,000 by the time they're 18. And the parent would have only contributed, but so much. So I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a scam. I don't think nothing that has the name Trump is truthful, and it's not designed to help you. That's what it's supposed to do. But once you get involved, there's no way I would use $1,000 in some garbage like that, unless it's coming from a bank or a financial institution or Morgan Stanley or something like that. I wouldn't trust it. I don't have that kind of money to
Well,
give that fool.
the big banks have backed this. The bigger
DeAndre,
corporations have backed this idea.
DeAndre, do you remember the big beautiful bill? And that was supposed to pay everybody what, $1,600?
I think it was $2,000 or something.
I don't remember receiving my check.
I think you're gonna get it. I think you're gonna get it before his term ends.
Oh, really? You think
Yeah.
so?
But
And do you know,
anyway,
and do you know what the billionaires got?
Tax cut.
But they get theirs right away, and you're
I
going to
agree.
get yours, and you're going to get yours whenever, mañana, and that's the guy
But,
that you're going.
this program about these babies, BMO have this program already. Now,
Oh, good.
yeah. It's like my niece, my niece, I was telling her about it because I think about 3 months ago, BMO introduced that to me. They have that program to whereas my niece had a baby and they were saying that she could get into this program, like, I guess, if she have the account, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They would take like however much, $25 a month or what from her account until they get 18. They would match this money.
Oh,
Now,
okay,
they
that's dope. I like that.
No, BMO got this program already. I know this.
Right. No, I said
Because
that's dope. I like that. It sounds like
that's what I was telling my niece. This is what I be trying to tell these young people that's got these babies and things. Go and get an account with BMO because they already got it going on.
yeah. Once my child got here, I started investing in a high yield index fund for her. So I've gotten away from it ever since I bought the building, but I'm gonna resume that this year now that I kind of understand some things now and where finances are gonna be going. But yeah,
But
I did the same thing for my daughter.
check into
I purchased a
BMO.
high.
Check into BMO.
Okay, will do. Yeah, it's important to save for your kids now. You gotta start preparing for them early.
Yeah.
But don't give it to nobody that's gonna take it, and it ain't gonna be there. That's the wrong thing to do.
That's absolutely right.
I'm trying to figure that one out. I'm just trying to figure out how come the government never did this before, if this is a government program.
Some people just don't have ideas for what they want to see.
But you know, white people been doing this all the time with their kids. We just we just didn't have the money to do it with mine. I'll say mine.
So it says, let me tell y'all what this thing says. It says to be eligible, children born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028 with the U.S. Social Security number, a one-time $1,000 contribution from the U.S. Treasury for eligible newborns. The funds must be invested in low-cost U.S. equity index funds like the S&P 500. Parents can contribute up to $5,000 a year pre-tax with potential help from employers or charities. Money can be used for education, a first home, or starting a business with taxes paid as ordinary income. It'll be managed by private financial institutions with parents as custodians until 18.
Well, I said BMO got a program going on for children.
I don't know. Again, I get it. I get it. It's called a Trump account, which, by all intents and purposes, like every president is gonna have their name attached to their signature idea. Right. Again, we had Obamacare, we've had Reaganomics, and so on and so forth. So
Well, what type of regulations do they have, such as like the banks have, FICA, to keep us from losing our money or taking.
FDIC.
Well,
Yeah.
again, now this is an investment. So an investment, nobody's insuring your money.
Oh.
But the one thing you can count on, especially for an index fund like the S&P 500, is that it'll always beat inflation, and you will never lose money because the S&P is representative of the top 500 countries in the U.S. And every year, those different the S&P changes because different companies move into the top 500. So the wealthier these companies get, you actually have a percentage of that. So again, if you're not really into investing and understanding the market, then that's not something for you, to be honest. But if you want to take advantage of compound interest and you understand that you're investing for your child's future, you may decide, hey, let me see what this Trump thing about. I'm just saying.
Well, those who want to get it, they go ahead. I don't want to get it because I don't understand it, first of all.
Right.
And second of all, I don't have money to give to these people.
Not only that, you gotta be when you're dealing with any kind of stock, you gotta look at the long haul. You can't just say I'm gonna put it in there and take it out and make money right there. It doesn't work like that.
Right. Well, this is a children's account. So the idea would be that you're going to be saving from their newborn to 18 years old. And you can invest up to an additional, you could leave the 1,000 there. So the reality is you could just get this $1,000 from the government and leave it there for 18 years. Or you could continue to tribute to this account and watch the money grow.
Jason Hart, I'm 24 years old.
The S&P 500 has.
DeAndre, one thing that's happening.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's TV's going on in the background.
Oh, that's my TV. Let me turn it off.
I was trying to mute it.
So, one thing that's happening is I think there's a big struggle between the oligarchs and the corporate interests. And the oligarchs, their interest is in controlling us. And what they're interested in is if we had another great recession or worse, they would clean up. They would make enormous amounts of money. And I don't trust anything that the Trump administration has done because they have this enormous record of corruption, crime, and screwing people. Trump is famous for having brewing contractors who work on his buildings. He says to them, you did shoddy work, I'm not paying you. You don't like it? Sue me.
Yeah,
And
I ain't gonna lie. I
I'll
wish
see you right
damn
back.
contractors that do shoddy work out here. I wish I had it. I'll do the same.
Okay.
Shit.
Hey, I do what you think is right, but I just wanted to.
Hey, look, man. It's a lot of shoddy contractors out here. He ain't wrong.
Okay.
I wish I could have sued him myself.
Like every corporation do the same thing.
No. The building trades have operated a particular way for forever. And, there are contracts and they're usually adhered to. There are issues that happen like cost overruns and, that's different than this. This is screwing people.
Okay, yeah. Now we don't screw people though, but for shoddy work, because
of course,
Jesus Christ.
Of course, shoddy work is an issue, and what contractors are forced, the way it generally works is you pay a contractor for part of it, and they've got to, you pay them as they complete the work.
Right. Agreed. Right.
Right. And then at the very end of the project, you hold back something until they finish the checklist of small things that need to be corrected. That's a whole different thing than what Trump has done.
But it
I
seems
hear.
like
I hear that.
every
Now,
corporation is like that,
oh yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Walter.
huh?
Bill said,
Seems
"Go ahead,
like
Walter." Sorry.
every corporation has some crime and something going on with them. Look at all
Okay,
the
well,
oil companies have the monopoly, everything.
well, I'm just telling you from, I've been in the building business for a long time, and I know what the traditions are versus what Trump has done. And what Trump has done is just like he's done all throughout. It's just one lie after another, one scam. I mean, he's a criminal in every which way.
I ain't gonna lie. I hear you, Barry. I still need to understand what they got to do with getting the free $1,000 to help your child later on in life.
No, I mean, if you check it out, you think that's the investment to make, great. But if this has Trump's name on it, then I just wonder.
Well,
No,
my
I feel
question,
you.
how do you
Because
get
he's not going to put his name on it without getting a cut.
Uh-huh.
I hear you.
$1,000 and then you tell them you can't touch it until 18 years, and it's part of the market. So
There's a trust fund.
the market could crash, and then you have $1 in there.
Well, no. So that's why you got to look at like the S&P, for example. The S&P, no matter what era since its inception, has always gone up. The stock market is an ebb and flow game. Like over time, it's gonna always be up. If you're worried about the stock market crashing, then that's just on you because it's crashed several times. You can go and pinpoint every interval at which it crashes. It's literally like every 10 years. And it's still outperforming and doing well. If everybody on this phone right now had invested $1,000 in the S&P when they were 20 years old, you'd all be fucking millionaires right now.
That's not the point. Is not the S&P. The point is Trump.
And
but
Trump,
no, wait a minute.
Is the S&P because
no. If there have been index funds for a while now, but if Trump is controlling those, if Trump is involved, then I smell something wrong. I'm not talking about investing in the stock market or S&P and all that kind of stuff.
No, and that's not true, DeAndre. There's no way if you invested $20 with 20, you'll be a millionaire. You probably need $1,000.
No, I said $1,000. Look, the numbers real quick. I mean, I'm being facetious when I say $1 million, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Barry. How Barry? I know you say you like, so let me do this. I'm gonna do this AI thing and see how much of a person invested $1,000 in the S&P.
No, that's not the point at all. I'm not.
How much would they have?
No, of course, it's enormous. No argument about how compound interest works. It's how Trump works. And Trump is the master not of the deal, but of scam. He's a master scammer.
Hold on, Walter. You got a lot of noise in the background.
Okay.
Go ahead, DeAndre. Keep checking it out.
No, that's true about the enormous power of compound interest and the escalation in value over long periods of time is enormous. I think I forget what the figure is, but it's something like 7% compounded doubles doubles your money in some small period of time, like 10 years or something, or 7 years.
Yeah, I was doing too much, but $1,000 invested 60 years ago would net you roughly about 350,000, and that's just 1,000 if you never invested again.
Yeah, no, the power of compounding is just what you said. It's enormous.
Right.
That's not the issue.
Like, no, I hear you. I'm not arguing against you with the Trump thing. I'm just
That's the only thing I'm raising.
I'm just looking at it for the fact that, again, all presidents are going to tag their name to something. And
No.
no,
it's not about that.
Hey, are you gonna go to the protest, Barry? On the 5th?
On the 5th,
Yeah, it's supposed to be a protest.
on the 5th, if there's one,
Huh?
Protest for what?
It's like a big protest by ICE, Trump, or somebody.
the short answer is, if I possibly could come, I will be there.
You'll be there.
If I can possibly come, whenever that protest is, I'll be there. Because this is frightening stuff about what, but my emphasis is not on how bad he is, but on how important it is we come together. And the protests are important, but it's only a step. And we need to come together and empower each other to be so that we can have the kind of community we want.
Okay. So you got what you had to say, Walter?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
What do
y'all.
you know? I mean,
Go ahead.
nobody talks about that war or that protesting in Iran. They actually shooting people in Iran, killing a lot of people.
Yeah,
They shooting people here too.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was getting bad.
It's very bad.
Mhm.
But
What are you referring to, Walter?
Huh?
What's getting bad? What's getting bad?
Everywhere. Iran, they're killing people in Iran. Because, what they don't like this one guy, Khamenei. What's happening
What about
over
killing
here?
people in Minneapolis? I mean, and Chicago and everywhere. That's why it's important that we come together.
I mean, look how many killings there were yesterday in Chicago. Nobody protesting about that.
Well, you can organize it.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm still upset over the black woman that lost her life going to church out south. Had 5 kids that got shot up a week before her birthday.
Who shot her up?
No, it was her own people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's horrible. All the stuff that's going on, and therefore we need a fresh start with a new notion about what life is really about. I mean, you know, this I got to get more and more and more notion is not getting us anything of real value. We're just getting hurt.
Well, that's corporations.
Yeah, whatever it is, and it's up to us to come together. And I think it's, you know, the corruption and the that's not where my energy is anymore. I've tried for a long time, and I go to protest. But
Well,
I think
there's always corruption.
no, but there are periods of corruption, and there, you know, where there's always a little corruption.
No, there's a lot of corruption in Chicago.
Even in Chicago, it's not like it's so much worse than it ever had been everywhere.
Look at the one thing they sold the parking meters. That's corruption. That's
Yeah,
an asset for Chicago.
But no one did that without anyone knowing. They knew.
But look at it now. Look at it now. The mayor wants to buy it back, and then what happened?
You can't buy it back. It's too much.
They already passed on that. He wanted to do that, but the price is too much, so it's actually going to be sold to another company.
Who's buying it now? Foreign company.
It has to go through city council. So we'll find out once they take a vote on who the new owners are going to be.
So why doesn't the city council just veto everyone who wants to buy it?
Well,
till the price comes down.
Well, that's not the way that it works, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question, though.
You know, guy, Mayor Daley still works for that company. He's a consultant. He got 100-year lease for his family, and goes down and down and down the aisle. See, we don't bring that up because he's a Dem. It's all about, oh, Trump is bad. He's okay. I want to ask you something. What about if Trump sold the parking meters?
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't you invest in that?
Am I right or no?
Hey, y'all crazy. We gotta get out of here, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, nobody got anything else? We're gonna close out. DeAndre, you want to take a
All right, y'all. Y'all know how we like to do every Sunday. We bring you the Northwest Office Council. West Side folks talking some West Side things, and occasionally we're gonna talk a little bit about the world too. Appreciate y'all for joining. As I like to say in closing, they didn't want to give us a seat at the table, so we created our own. Thank y'all for allowing us. Oh, and we have open seats. We're just trying to welcome y'all home. Thank y'all for allowing us to welcome you to Northwest Austin Council. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
We're not doing the last minute things no more.
Well, what you got, Walter? Quick, come on.
Oh, tonight wasn't no fights.
Yeah.
We can fight afterwards, Walter.
No, isn't it true, Barry?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we did good. We did good.
It was nice and peaceful tonight. No yelling over people.
Yeah.
All
right. Good night. All right, Barry. See you in town soon.
Yeah. See you then.
All right. See you this week, right, Steve?
Yeah, we gotta get those flyers out. Let people know to come to the meeting on Wednesday. When is it? Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, the 4th.
Redeemer Church, aka Mosaic Church, aka what's the new name of the church? I forgot the name of it.
Is it, she says Swahili or what?
Yeah, that's the new name. But nevertheless, we'll be there.